Well, I might as well put this out in this fashion. Is Obama black? No, he's not black. That's the thing. That's what got me about this guy when everybody voted for him. He's going to be our first black president. That's what the major media tells you. He's not black, or he's got very little. Well, what do you define black as, right? Somebody with darker skin? Like, could that be like Egypt? Something like that. Would that be black? No, you're talking about Negro, right? Like African, like the black. Like, I hate when they use that word black in a way because it doesn't really describe, it's like, what is white? Caucasian, right? Caucasian, black is, well, I guess it's brown and tan people, really, if you think about it, black and white. Black and white, really? It's more like brown and beige people. But anyway, Obama is not black. Well, he's got less than 10% black. His mother was white, right? All white. And his father was over almost 90% Arabic. His lineage comes from Muslim slave trainers and slave owners. The people that used to gather the blacks, like the Negro race, in Africa, his family, his lineage, were the ones that took them and sold them, was like the middleman, and they owned them, and they sold them to the whites over in Europe and all that stuff, and over to the United States, mainly in the north. That's why they got this guy. But it's amazing. I mean, what the con job has been so complete. It's already over with, but we got a new con job coming up, and I don't know if Trump's a con job. He might be. Build a wall. Freaking wall. Yeah, he's saying build a wall. The other guys are saying we're going to build a tunnel. Anyway, yeah. But Obama's always been in with the elite, man. He's been in. He's I don't know. He's the same dude. I can't stand the Bushes. I can't stand the Clintons. Can't stand Obama. Obama, well, he doesn't annoy me like can't stand him, but he is a communist freaking yo-yo to the max. And it's amazing that nobody, a lot of people voted for him because he's black, and a lot of black Americans voted for him because, yeah, he's the first black American. That was what the major media told you. He's not black. He's got hardly any black in him. There's probably a lot of Southern Italians that got more black in them than Obama's got. You know what I mean? Like, Negro, black. They'll probably get mad at that. Italians are like racist sometimes. I know they are. But yeah, he's not what you think he is. He never was. It's interesting too. A lot of times they play this race card left and right, even between the North and the South. I brought this up back in other videos. I bring up stuff on the Confederacy. It was over taxes, not over slavery. But you know what? New York City, this is just how to, I got to mention this, even though it's not exactly related to this, but it's kind of like how they freaking con everybody, especially up north. Nah, we're all for freaking civil rights and stuff. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're for all the rights of the elite. And like in New York City actually, even during the time of slavery in the 1850s and all that, they were totally linked up with the slave trade down south. Like the banks would use, like if they had collateral on a loan, they had to have collateral on a loan from a southern plantation that they loaned money to. They would use collateral, the slaves that the plantation owned, as collateral for the loan. Now the bank, if the people defaulted on the loan, the bank wouldn't physically take the slaves and sell them, but they'd have an agent do that. They'd actually sell the slaves to somebody else if the freaking plantation defaulted on a loan, so the bank would collect their money. I mean, they're all linked in with it. The money was all linked in it from New York City. And actually, even the slave trade itself. Freaking yo-yo liberals up north are liars, man. They're probably, I think the liberals up north are worse than any plantation owner that ever existed down south. But you know how the image is. They freaking got to put something one way or the other. But that's the whole deal with Obama. It's almost like, yeah, we finally got a black president. No, you haven't got nobody. There's no black president. Personally, I wish there was a black president like Mike Tyson or something. God, speaking of mad at me for that. But at least he wouldn't put up with bullshit. Hey, knock him out, right? Obama's a wimp, and it's probably true that he's married to a tranny because his actual nanny was a tranny in Indonesia. And that means his family was kind of freaks. That's for real, man. You can go look it up. It ain't a conspiracy thing. But sometimes I get fooled about some of these conspiracy things, but that's true. His nanny was a tranny. Maybe Michelle is too. If you look at all his videos on YouTube about her being a tranny. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe she is. But he's Obama's gay. I mean, pretty obvious. She lit up the White House like a Fruit Loop. You know. I mean, it's an elitist con job on the black people. So am I trying to piss off black people? No. You're probably getting pissed off. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I don't know what the hell you're thinking. But anyway, this is actually for everybody. But I guess the ones, because I think the only people left that really can believe this con job are probably the black people in this country. And I'm putting it out for this reason, that Obama is mainly Arabic. His darker skin is from Arabic. It's not from the Negro, because I know if you say black, what does that mean? Does that mean you're from the country of India? Does it mean you're from Egypt? Does it even mean you're an Eskimo native indigenous people? Maybe you got darker skin because, some people that are Eskimo got darker skin. He's not black African like Negro black African. He's not. He's got very little of that. It's mostly Arabic. So I mean, we never had a black president. That's why you shouldn't really use that word. You should use it that's why anybody's a president ought to really have lineage going all the way back. In this country, not this guy. He doesn't have lineage except from his white mama, and he's in with the white guys all the way. Now this one, Hilda Beast, she's under con job, man. She's a freaking and unfortunately, man, I've been picking up that a lot of blacks in the South voted for her, and I'm like, man, don't vote for this lady. She's gonna screw you over. The same kind of con job. Now, I'm not sure about Trump either, okay? I'm not saying that. I hated Bush. Definitely said screw the hell with Bush. And I know that kind of puts people between a rock and a hard place. But, yeah, I don't know what the hell to do, to tell you the truth. What are you going to do, right? You're screwed. Her, she's a con job, too. And, the deal is she's a white privileged bitch. She's actually got some pretty heavy-duty lineage. She's not really the white middle-class freaking struggling mama. She's bullshit, man. She's been a privileged bitch from day one. It's always a con job. These actually, some black people realizing this, and actually, I'm kind of putting this out more for black people. I don't know if it's going to get any attention, but I don't know, maybe it's going to get people go freaking pissed off at me or whatever. But really telling you the truth, man. All these politicians are scumbag con jobs, and the more money they got, the worse they are. Which makes me suspect Trump, but I don't know. I don't know about Trump, man. You see, the deal with Trump, and I know I'm going to get mad, people that like Trump are going to get mad at me for this. The thing that really makes me suspicious about Trump, he was buddy-buddy with the Clintons from at least 1992 all the way up through like 2013, no problem. And then in the last 2 or 3 years, he started changing against them. I don't know, man. Wouldn't surprise me, because the smarter they are, the better the con artists they are. Like, she's a very good con artist. Obama's a very good con artist. And, they got a whole entourage around them to train them to be con artists. And they got the major media to help them. So, yeah, so anyway. I just got to put this out here because, we never had a black president in the United States. No. Not that we're actually supposed to have a black president, like, you got to take one of this race and you got to take one of that race. It shouldn't be like that. It should be whoever's best qualified. But it always seems like, well, to tell you the truth, the guy that, in my opinion, the guy that was been the last good president we really had, the last really good one, was JFK. JFK. I don't really think too great of Reagan. He's got a lot of cute speeches, but he was kind of like right in with the money too. But that was the last good one we had. All the ones since then were screwed up. I'm not 100, I don't know. Trump says some crazy outlandish things. That's what's got me some, but I can't take Hillary. There's no way on that. No way no way on that. No way on that. No way on this thing. She's a con and a half, and she sucks up to the black people left and right just for votes, and it's amazing. People are freaking biting on it, freaking bullshit. It's disheartening to me because, I could see like not taking the Bush family, they're bullshit, and yeah, I know who the hell does that leave? Not too many people. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really. It doesn't really. It's like nobody's really got a great choice here. Um, Trump has been saying that he's going to be alternative choice. I mean, I'm not too sure about that 100%. Really, I'm not. But I also realize this lady is the epitome of evil. But she seems to have a very strong following of black people in the South. And as usual, it burns. Something burns me up. It's just like I'm really putting this out not to. It's just like I'm trying to. Well, I probably ain't gonna reach nobody, man. I'm probably not gonna reach anybody at all. It's just that it bothers me that black people get fooled by this bullshit every time. They are. She's she don't give a shit about nobody really. Period. She only cares about herself. That she's really bad. You know. Trump might be okay, but I'd rather take a might be okay versus a definite evil person. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. That's still how I'm looking at it myself. Like, I'm not like, yeah, I love Trump. Ugh. Yeah. I didn't give nothing to his campaign. I had his bumper sticker on my car for a while. But now I got hang the hill the beast. Hang the bitch, hill the beast on my car. I got it on my motorcycle too. And I didn't have any anti-Obama bumper stickers, but I don't like hate the guy, but I know he's a con, you know. But he's not like worst. I mean, Bill Clinton was our first blatantly communist president. George Bush did the freaking 911 setup. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you like Obama's terrible and these other guys are good. They're all three of these guys you're looking at in this picture. They're all screwed up. But it's not like you got two white guys and a black guy. You basically got two white guys, a half white guy with about 44% Arab, and the rest is black, like black Negro black. That type of black. It's like it's just it's almost like a stupid word. And you're not supposed to say what are you? You're not supposed to say Negro or some shit. But if you say black, what the hell? How do you know what the hell I'm talking about? Am I talking about it? I know what it's supposed to mean, right? But if you're looking at only the skin color is, if you're getting down, it could be from India, right? You could be from, I don't know, Egypt, and it's like other places. Other people have dark skin. They're not actually, what the American black African, it's Negro. That's what the hell it is. I mean, it's not supposed to be an insult, but how the hell do you freaking describe? How do you describe it? Because when you say the color, it don't really mean exactly what the hell you're describing, right? And he's got very little of that, not almost none, and it's not even from America. It's from Kenya, and then his whole family lineage was going back to slave traders and slave owners, and people that gathered up slaves and sold them. That's what they used to do back then, the Arabs and stuff. He's an Arab, man. He's Arab white, basically. He's got very little actual, like, real black in him, like what you typically think of the word means. He's got the darker skin from his Arabic side. You know, damn. Now nobody realized that. That's the deal with this dude. That's the deal with him, man. But anyway, it's a big con job by the white establishment. The next big con job by the white establishment is Hillary. And you can tell what the big con job by the white establishment is because that's the one they always parade out. And then, the more dirt they throw at somebody else, that's usually the one you should pick. Whoever the hell the white establishment hates, it looks like Trump, he's pretty much hated. He might be okay. He might be. I ain't sure, though. I am not sure. I just know Hillary's not good, And, this guy, in the last time when he ran against Romney. To be quite honest, I did not vote for Romney. I did not vote for Obama. I voted for Gary Johnson of the Libertarian Party. That's what I did. Actually, I voted for Libertarian for state senator, too. I'm fed up with the freaking both parties, man. That's really what the deal is. And I don't know if Gary Johnson was so perfect, but I can't stand Mitt Romney. I didn't like McCain last time and Obama either. So I mean, sometimes I lean more Republican, but like, man, I jump ship a lot on those both parties, man. I can't stand both of them. Like Reagan, I liked, but he turned out to be more talk than real walk. The guy that was legit was JFK. Now, a Democrat that would have been really good to run, Obama's saluting something here or whatever. I don't know what he's saluting. I don't know. He's saluting something. But, a Democrat that would have been really good for the Democratic Party would have been Jim Webb. Who's Jim Webb, right? Jim Webb. Jim Webb was actually a former Secretary of Navy. He was a senator from Virginia. He's a Harvard fellow. He's a award-winning publicist, and he's also a Vietnam vet that was highly direct decorated. He got, I think it was, yeah, he got the Silver Star, the Navy Cross, and I think it was a couple Purple Hearts or something. I forgot what it was. He's highly decorated. I always, my opinion is actually with the presidency, pretty much anybody's president, I think, as a requirement, should be a veteran. That's another thing. They ought to make that. That would solve a lot of crap right there. That you have to be a veteran and not just a reservist, like real active duty for at least 3-4 years before you're qualified to be president. I know there's stuff about Obama in a birth certificate and Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is not eligible. He's not eligible. Obama probably was born in Kenya, but I got less problem with him being born, even though that's just not correct that he should have been born in Kenya. I got more problem with him being blatantly communist. I know some people think that communism is okay, but it's not. It's actually bleeding all the people dry, so some elitist on the top can have everything. You know, like the Bush family and the Clinton family. That's communism right there, all the way. Yeah, Republican and Democrat. Yeah, right. Two sides of the same coin. I just want to put it out here that Obama's not black. He's not. He's Arabic mainly. He's far more Arabic than he is black. As in, Arabic looks dark as a black person. Negro, black, whatever. I don't know what the hell you call Arabic. Arabic? Are they Caucasian, dark Caucasians? I don't even know how they divide this shit up. I mean, these people got these rules about this is supposed to be divided up this way, but it's like just to me, just I mean, I don't know what the hell that means exactly. You know how they compartmentalize everybody? You know what I mean? And actually, if you go back in DNA lineage, you'll find a lot of people, if you go way back, like 10,000 years, man, a lot of people are coming from places in the world you don't expect, and, it's a lot crazier than you think, right? I mean, I don't really think like, what, government divides people up, into different categories. It's not. It shouldn't be that way at all. I don't know why they even do that, because they actually, by them doing that, they actually make things screwed up. They do. But a lot of people saw Obama and they figured he was black because the major media told you that. Well, the major media lied their ass off. He's not black. He's very little of it. He's got darker skin mainly from his Arabic. And none of that Arabic goes back to USA Arabic or anything. It goes back to on the other side of the world Arabic. Mr. Sellout to the max, man. Well, you know what it is. He's part of the scam. The show put out something that, here you go. Yeah, here you go. Bullshit. I just hope people aren't getting fooled by this lady, man. Holy shit. And a lot of people are. Actually, I hope a lot of people that are being, brought into the USA illegally and are giving them voting cards don't vote for this lady big time. I don't really have too much against illegals coming to this country, actually, to tell you the truth. It's like, certain illegals maybe, but, if you're going to come here and do your job, I don't give a rat's ass if you're illegal or not, really. I don't care if you don't pay your taxes either. As long as you don't commit no crimes and you work hard. You just do your own shit, you know what I mean? That's really what I think of it. It's a free country. But I hope they don't vote for her, because she's control freak from day one. And she's the type of person that most illegals are trying to escape from a country where they had a dictator, and they're trying to get away from that place. And if they vote for her, they're going to make the same situation over here, exactly. the same. Although it's already getting that way pretty bad, but it's going to get that way astronomically fast if this yo-yos gets in. That's why I get mad at these so-called conservatives, because it's like, instead of them trying to get, oh yeah, the illegals, they ought to tell the illegals flat out, don't vote for this lady because she's going to enslave you. You know, don't vote for her because she's going to enslave you. I mean, that would be because that's the truth. She's going to enslave you. That's what she's about, man. She's just looking for the power, and when she got the power, she's gonna screw you over big time. Anyway, that's my update. Hopefully, I don't know. Probably didn't get the the thing is, I hate putting out these kind of videos like sometimes, but I gotta just put them out every once in a while. I've been putting out a lot like this recently, but it's like, if I don't reach some people, I think I'm making an influence on this because I'm putting out a little bit of a unique approach and a little bit of unique thought. It's like some people are not seeing the whole picture. And, I get aggravated at both conservatives and liberals. Both of them. Like, the conservatives are too damn nitpicky about shit, and the liberals are they're actually control freaks, man. They act like they give a shit about stuff and they don't. The real thing, well, you know what? I guess that's what I am, is, I guess, libertarian. I don't give a damn what anybody does. People who want to do drugs, I mean, I'm against drugs, but, I don't think it's smart to do to wreck your body. But if you want to do drugs, go ahead. It's your body. Do what the hell you want. It's not the government's body, right? I mean, I'm against abortion because it's not just the body. It's, there's a life involved. But I'm not against prostitution because that's the woman's body. The woman can freaking sell her body. It's her body. You know what I mean? She can do what the hell she wants. Now, Hillary wouldn't make any money. Maybe she would 50 years ago, but no more. She wouldn't make no money now. That's for sure. You're over the hill, lady. Anyway, she's over the hill to be president, too. Anyway, so anyway, over and out. Just my 2 cents on this crap. And yeah, if whatever. I could be preaching to the choir, and then preaching to the people who don't want to listen. Over and out.